Hey, Andrew here at SHOT 2020 with Mike from Dead Air and Elliot from Silencershop. And you guys got some nifty goodies and all kinds of liquid cocaine and stuff to show off here. So tell me about it.
Yeah.
I'd like to start out. This product from Silencershop takes the Glock mag. Now let's get down to frickin' business since we've got that shit out of the way.
Awesome. What do you got?
Yeah, I mean, with a lot of exciting stuff here going on at SHOT Show, per usual. I mean, it's an election year, so everyone's getting super busy, super hyped.
I'm amped up.
Yeah, you are amped up for sure.
Amped up.
How many of these have you had?
I haven't even had any.
Really? I've given you 2. What did you do with them?
I gave one to a homeless guy.
Cool.
In the casino.
Okay.
He was hurting.
Okay.
And then I put one in the mini fridge up in the room.
Yeah, just for later.
Do they pay you when you put stuff in the mini fridge? Because
we have 2 fridges. One fridge I am not allowed to touch.
My boss told me I'm not allowed to touch.
It was told to me like this: you're not allowed to touch this fridge. Okay, that one. I don't know about that one. And then one that was empty that I filled.
Okay.
So,
with single shots.
I have one.
Yep.
Homeless guy got one. I have one.
Awesome.
Spread the love.
Yes.
Pay it forward, I think you say when you talk about helping the homeless like that. Here, dude, this will get you amped up, and you can go sit on the curb all freaking nervous asking for money. So,
You totally won't look like you're methed out.
Done.
All right, so
I feel like in Vegas you'll look normal, but
so as awesome as these energy drinks are, we can't actually buy them on the website, though, can we?
No, this is a promotional item only. We may actually have them for people to buy depending on demand. So if you want to see it, make a post on ARFCOM and maybe we'll make more.
Rad.
Yeah,
that would be really rad.
yeah. Maybe we'll even make one that says it takes Glock mags. I don't know. Customize it.
There we go.
ARFCOM, do we want to do that?
Yeah, I think you do.
We certainly do. Tell us about silencers.
Okay, silencers. This is a Dead Air Nomad. So this can is actually, it's a tubeless 17.4 2-stage baffle, solid weld. It does direct thread. It does 1 3/8. Check this out. Is it just, it's just really long threaded. Everything's totally fine. It's been a long day. It's 1 3/8 threaded here, so it'll take. They don't know what time it is. Dude, don't make me sound like I'm not going to make it to the end of the day. Direct thread inserts. Now you can put other manufacturers' mounts in this as well as our chemo mount. And then we have a brake, flash hider front caps, all that sort of business, so you can kind of custom tune it to what you'd like.
Yeah, it's actually one of the most demanded 7.62 cans in America.
It's our kind of, lightweight. It's a little go-getter.
Just a little, and there's a exciting announcement on that one too, right? I think a little later in the year we got the approval. We got the thumbs up to say
it's not going to be much later in the year.
Yeah.
We have an L version of this that is outstanding sound-wise, and
We metered it. The at-the-ear numbers are amazing.
I haven't talked to anyone yet that hasn't been like, wow. So I'm thinking that we'll hit it out of the park with the.
It's not intimidating. It's it's right there. It's good.
So if you're wondering why they're being a little ambiguous about when and what the numbers are and all that, is because you haven't really officially announced it yet.
We're going to get them manufactured in wholesale, ready to ship to your dealer, announce, and they're being third-party tested now so that we can refer people to all the sound testers, Silencershop included, and see how the independent testing went, so you can make up your own mind.
Awesome. The normal version, the not L version, is available now, right?
Correct. It has been for some time.
And what's the MSRP on it?
$949.
See, I was going to say that.
So in this case, it's not MSRP. It's the actual retail price because you're retailing it.
Yeah. And the can's actually really cool because you have a lot of mounting options. So the price is variable. What we like to tell people is out the door, what you're really looking at is $1,100, $1,200. when you want everything kind of said and done.
You can add a couple $100 to it.
Easily,
You start buying muzzle devices and a QD mount, and like anything, it adds up.
You want to actually put it on a rifle at some point.
And it's just
as cool as it looks sitting on your shelf.
Well, it comes direct thread just like that, ready to go. But you're right. Most people are probably not going to leave it just like that.
Yeah.
Those are the seasoned buyers, the ones that buy it just for the one product, and they're like, that silencer's never leaving.
For those of you, if you're not familiar with silencers, direct thread can, like you said, if it stays on one rifle, great. You're gonna torque it down real good. It's not gonna come off, and the POI is not gonna shift because it's staying on there. But if you want to move a silencer between different hosts, you're gonna want to have QD mounts for it, and you're going to have to zero it on each one, and a direct thread can is going to shift the point of impact every time you put it on and take it off somewhat, because a human being isn't going to torque it exactly the same, which is why we want to have those mounts, right? Or am I missing something?
I think it's a little different for everyone. For me, if I'm going to switch onto a lot, I become less of a fan of direct thread and more of a fan of QD, as this is locking lugs that pull down to a taper.
Yeah.
So this will give you a easier, more consistent, stay tighter. Look, if you're totally into direct thread, like we've got you covered.
Yeah.
I prefer when I get to precision rifles to have a mount that locks down on the taper.
The POI shift's going to be consistent, so you can have a zero without the can, you can have a zero with the can, and every time you take it off, put it back on, it's going to go back.
That's right, and you're only talking about a couple of MOA anyway on the outside. It's usually not that big a deal.
Yeah.
I find a long target, different elevation, different conditions will move it just as much as putting a can on or off, so it's not like it's totally zeroed anyway.
That's a good point. A lot of people kind of discount the effect that altitude, temperature, just a different lot of the same kind of ammo has on POI.
Or just the time. I've noticed, like, say, I used to shoot some 1,000-yard 50 matches, and you'd probably knock 2 MOA off the top of your scope from the morning till the afternoon as the air thinned out. Unless you wanted to climb up and start printing above your target, you'd have to keep bringing it back down. It's just the sighting in it's not that big a deal.
Okay. I think one of the things that's really important to note that a lot of people don't think about at point of purchase until you're in the field is the ability to get the silencer on and off the host firearm. So my family lives in Wyoming. We're using gloves a lot. And I swear whenever we have like family friends come in or anything like that, we've recently converted to the Sandman line specifically for this, baffle strike after baffle strike on our 5.56 cans, because people are not securing them in when they're taking them off, and we're not double checking it. And so, I mean, Dead Air has essentially solved that. It doesn't matter how thick your gloves are. You cannot mistake if this can is on all the way or not. And it really, I think, is one of the biggest selling points outside of its just overall sound performance that people overlook. Mounting devices, incredible.
Awesome.
I don't work for Dead Air, just saying. No, Silencer Shop. I mean, we are the easiest way to own a silencer, truly. A lot of people compare us to Amazon, which is a fair comparison in the sense of how easy it is.
So I just go to your website, I put in my credit card, and you ship silencers to my house,
Yeah,
right?
it's called the We'll Take Your Money button, and really that's all it is you just keep giving us money. There's a great video that's actually out. This guy, I still don't know who he is, but it found our way to us. But you know that scene in The Office where Michael Scott goes, "I declare bankruptcy." This guy's like 10 minutes into being drunk and shopping at Silencer Shop. And then he posted that video up, and I was like, I like this guy. So watch out, we are an addiction.
He
it's
seems easy to
scary.
get along with, that guy.
He is my kind of guy.
But no, they don't ship silencers to your house.
No,
So
we
how
don't.
does it work?
Yeah,
How do you buy a silencer? All right. Some of these guys out there don't own a silencer, have never bought any NFA devices.
Sure.
So if they want to buy a silencer, let's walk it through it.
Yeah.
Explain like I'm 5.
Yeah.
What's involved in buying a silencer?
Sure. So it's a fairly straightforward process. You have the can, which for this sake we will call the can, that you're buying. You need a tax stamp that comes along with it. And then you need to submit your fingerprints, which we have kiosks, about 750 of them across the country, that you can go to and submit all of your information through. It does not matter in which order you buy it, just that you follow those. And then from there, we submit the paperwork to the ATF. The ATF goes through their investigation with all the information that you so kindly provided, and you receive your can. It's 8 to 11 months is currently, as of January, 2020 is around the wait time. It can be shorter, it can be longer. It's very much a variable process.
And of course, you have all the information on the website, and I imagine some friendly folks to answer questions.
Yeah.
For the
so we have two sides of our business that support. We have our compliance department, which is incredible. They work with you and the ATF on any questions you may have. They even help with your dealers. And then we have our actual customer support side and sales side, and they're really there for anything. If you want to talk ammunition with them. They love it. They're friendly, sarcastic. That's kind of like our model. So if you could sass us a little bit, we'd appreciate it. And then that's really how we work. Now, what's really great about Silencer Shop is once you go through that fingerprinting process, you don't have to do it again because we store all of that for you. So you can be sitting on your couch or sitting at the range and be like, you know what, I need to get that Dead Air can, and go and buy it and just do it right there and you're done. Select your dealer. What a lot of people don't know is we actually still support your dealer. We call it mailbox money. So your local gun store is still going to get their margin as if they made that sale. So you're still supporting the people around you, which is important to us. We're a family business for a reason.
Yeah.
So,
Sure.
yeah.
That's solid.
I'd like to say something about the weight. You'll never get through the weight if you don't start
can
it.
you leave my weight out
You
of this,
gotta
though?
start it.
Oh,
Your weight is in the center of this.
okay.
Sorry.
W-A-I-T.
Yeah.
Weight.
Oh.
Like, okay. I understand. So what
that
about the weight?
confused me a little bit. You have to start the weight in order to get through the weight.
Yep.
So there's so many,
Procrastination is that's the devil's handiwork in not getting a can.
there's so many of
Isn't
my
it?
friends. We started talking about silencers like 2-3 years ago. And he was like, I don't know. I mean, when I bought my first silencer in like 2008-ish, the wait was like 3 months. And back then people were like, I'm not going to wait 3 months for a
That's
silencer.
right.
Okay, well, that was like almost 20 years ago, so you would have a whole bunch of silencers by now if you start. You got to start that wait.
Don't play into the putting it off.
Yeah.
Do it today.
Yep.
Get your cans.
If you don't own a silencer, I'm not doing shtick here or anything. Like, silencers are a whole lot of fun. They make shooting a lot more enjoyable, and you're going to put a lot more rounds down range when it's more fun to shoot.
Yeah.
Agreed.
And the people around you will love it as well. Kids, significant others. It's really a family event when you start adding that in there.
All true.
Yeah.
Well, gentlemen, thank you very
so
much for your
coming
time.
by.
Hey,
Thank you for
appreciate
putting up with my bull. Thank you guys for watching. We're going to be at a lot of other booths. Stay tuned. I love you.